Welcome race fans. We are back this week with the NSRA Sunday Select Series, the Gen 6 here at Daytona tonight. This is going to be an exciting race. I got my good old buddy Wayne Finley in the booth here with me. Wayne, what are you thinking for tonight's race?
Wow. You know, Rudy, these guys are so competitive. They've got teams within the race. If their team members are around at the end of the race and they're in the right spot, any of the teams can make their way to the front and push one of their guys to the win. But it's competitive. It's close every week. It's pretty amazing.
Yes, sir. Well, tonight's race is brought to you by the Checkered Flag Motorsports, one of the teams in here that has actually sponsored the race. So tune in here for the I-State Series that's on, I believe it's already live right now here on MaxSpeedTV. And coming up tomorrow night, we have the SRA Cup Series, followed by the Extreme Motorsports 99 K&N Series. So tune in for that tomorrow night, folks. All right, let's take a look at the weather here. The weather I've seen was down pretty low, so 65-degree air temperature, 65-degree track temperature. 80 laps is what they're doing here tonight. That's 200 miles. And tire window about 40 to 60 laps. I really don't believe that anybody's going to try to go the full distance. They probably could. I wouldn't recommend it, though, because they're only running 50% fuel here. But we're probably going to be seeing a lot of two-tire pit stops here throughout the night. Fuel window is about 14 to 18 laps thereabouts, probably depending on where they're at. But I'm going to say it's normally around 16. 15 to 16, they're already coming to pit road. Nobody wants to run out of gas on the backstretch, believe me. And pit road speed, 60 mile an hour. All right, looking at the points coming into tonight. Anthony Poston goes to the top. 145 points there. J.D. Crow close by, 3 points back, tied with Chris Whitaker, Michael Whitaker. He is 3 points back as well. Daniel Holloway moves up to fourth. He is 4 points behind. Les Levy in fifth, 6 points behind. Russell McCarron, sixth place, 10 points behind. Douglas Johnson in seventh, 14 back. Mark Mann in eighth, 16 behind. Tim Williams, ninth, 19 points back, and J.R. Johnson rounds out the top 10, 21 points behind the leader, Anthony Poston. Wayne?
Well, here we go. Donald Bennett is in 11th in points. Jesse Ura is 12th. John Johnson, 13th. Peter Balley in 14th. Russell Hancock in 15th. Sean Wilder, 16th. Matthew Groenby in 17th. Grobelny, excuse me, I'll get it right one of these days. Chris Akers in 18th, David Gainforth 19th, and Daniel Harrington brings it out to top 20.
Very good, yeah, very good. Well, a little bit's changed there from last week as Anthony Poston takes over the top in the points, so he is on the look here for a championship this season. So it's going to be exciting here to see how these guys do, but all right, we got about 9 minutes and 45 seconds left here before these guys start qualifying. So I'm going to see if I can get somebody up here and talk to them real quick. See. How about, this is one of my favorites out here on the track, Dan Harrington. Dan, you got a copy? Dan Harrington, do you have a copy?
Yeah, I do. What's up?
Hey, Dan. Well, what are you thinking about tonight's race? How do you think you'll run?
Pretty well, if I have any luck at all.
If you have any luck at all, okay. Well, you're not even in the server yet, are you?
Yeah, I'm still working on getting everything fired up.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to keep you, but I just wanted to know, you got somebody you're going to be working with out there tonight, a team?
Nothing official, but I like to hang out with a couple guys.
Okay, well, it looks like by the group that you're hanging out with there, the Candy Shack Motorsports, those guys are pretty badass, I'm telling you. You know my language, but those guys are pretty awesome, man. I'll tell you, look for them to go to the front easily. But if you're hanging out with them, you're in with a good group of guys.
Oh, yeah, I may hang out in the front. I usually try and chill in the back, but I've been having rough luck back there, so I may try and change it up tonight.
That's probably not a bad idea. You got to try something different week to week. What didn't work last week might work this week.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Dan, well, we'll let you go. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, sir.
Well, we'll see if we can get one more in there. But folks, if you make sure you type in chat there for the drawing tonight, we're giving away it's a fan card, or what did you call it, Wayne?
A hero card. Bobby
Hero
Allison
card.
hero card.
Hero card.
It was an art piece of art by Sam Bass in 1988. It's Bobby's likeness, 2 of the cars that he had 3 Daytona 500 or 3 Daytona wins in, and he signed that yesterday in Spartanburg at Friday at Applebee's, or no, Saturday. It was yesterday.
Yep.
He signed it at Applebee's and gave me some to give away to our iRacing family.
Very good. That's awesome, man. So make sure you let us know if you're one in the drawing. Just say I won in the drawing, and your name will be wrote down for the drawing, and we'll be announcing that winner at the end. I used your little trick last night, Wayne. We gave away a T-shirt last night, a pit stall T-shirt, and I did what you did. We had 16 names, and I just had Alexa draw a number, and it worked great. That was perfect.
Well, it's better than the marbles or better than the bingo balls or any of that stuff.
And the good thing of it was is my mic picked up the sound. You could hear it right on the mic who won. So, you know.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. And I told everybody their number, that was in chat. I said, okay, so-and-so, you're number 1, so-and-so, you're number 2. I said, try to remember your number. That way you know if that number's drawn, you're the winner. And I let it pick, the number between, it was 1 and 16, and it picked a number. And I announced who the winner was, and yeah, they were all happy, and they got their T-shirt last night.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. They're nice looking T-shirts too. Pit stall. Oh man.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
We were talking yesterday. Tim Walker's the gentleman that's going to restore this 79 T-Bird. Mm-hmm. And his mission is to restore that era of cars that Bobby Allison drove and Donnie drove and Richard drove, and keep those for our grandchildren and their children.
Isn't that something?
Somebody said, well, why don't you just media blast it and paint it new? And he says, no, it won't be the car.
Right.
But the chassis is the original chassis, the sheet metal, the original NASCAR decals are on the car. So it was pretty cool.
I see it's even had a couple of dents in it too, so.
Yep, it's actual sheet metal that was put on the car, and they just take a hammer and get behind it and beat out the wrinkles and keep going.
Yep. Well, that was pretty awesome.
But Greg Moore was there. Greg kind of put it together.
Gene Daly wants in. Yep, Gene Daly. And Blackthord. Yeah, Blackthord. Gene Daly and Blackthord. One in the drawing. Well, welcome everybody. Everybody could make it here tonight. We'll be giving away, if you read up there in chat. If you read up there in chat, we're going to be giving away a Bobby Allison autographed hero card. That it's actually, what they give out to the fans and stuff. I know I used to have a bunch of them. I had them from Mark Martin and Dale Earnhardt and Rusty Wallace and what's his name there that drove the Bandit car? I can't think right now. Who drove the Bandit car?
Harry Gant.
Harry Gant, thank you. I had a Harry Gant card. Yeah, I had a bunch of them, and I gave them to my kids, and I'll bet you $5 they couldn't tell you where they were at right now. I had Harry Gant's autograph. He was sitting there at one of his souvenir trailers at Michigan one time. I walked up, and my buddy said, "Hey, there's Harry Gant." I walked up, and nobody was around him. I said, "Hey, Harry, how you doing?" He said, "Good." I said, "Can I get your autograph?" He said, "Why, certainly." So he signed his autograph, and I said, "Well, I wish you the best of luck today or tomorrow in the race." And he goes, "Thank you." He's a really nice guy. Old handsome Harry.
Yeah, he's still a character.
Right.
Dennis Watkins is watching, and he said, He can't enter. He's only a kid. Yes, you can, Dennis.
Yeah, you can still win it.
We can mail you the hero card just as easy as anybody else.
All right, well, we're going to step away and play the national anthem, folks. We'll be right back.
Twilight lies gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so busking in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the
All right, folks, we're back. Qualifying's underway here. No times have come in just yet. Waiting for that to happen. Should be coming along here right directly.
Yeah, for anybody that's new out there watching our broadcast, the each car gets 2 laps. And generally they'll run 1 lap real high against the wall on the first lap. That's the throwaway lap. And then the second lap, they're going to come down next to that yellow line and get as close as they can without getting the left side tires on it. If you get below that yellow line, it tends to de-wedge the car, scrub off speed, and slow you down. So if you're watching any of them on the track, if they're up next to the wall, that's their first lap. And then when they come across the start finish line, they're going to be low next to the yellow and try to stay down there. They try not to pinch the car down off the corner. You want to kind of let it drift up just a little bit and then hold the wheel as steady as you can down the backstretch. Scrub off as little speed as possible and then get all the way back to the start finish line for your second lap. And that's going to be your fastest way around here at Daytona.
That's your money lap. Becky Whitmer, do you want in on the drawing here for we're giving away an autographed, was freshly autographed yesterday by Bobby Allison. It's a fan card or hero card of Bobby Allison from, what'd you say that was, his 79 Thunderbird?
No, it's the 1988, the 2 cars he drove in 88.
Okay, 1988, yep. Well, if you want in, just type in chat there. I want in on the drawing, and we'll put your name in. Now, you got to be here at the end of the race. You got to be here to find out if you win or not. So as soon as we talk to the top 3 after the race, and we will announce a winner. Wayne will draw somebody's name at random. He lets Alexa draw it. So that's pretty cool.
All right, everybody's name down, put a number beside it, and then ask her, give me a random number between 1 and whatever the top number is, and she picks it. So
yeah, well,
about as fair as you can get.
Doug, if you can't make the race, you can get in the drawing. He's not in the race. He can be in the drawing, right?
That's true.
Yeah, Becky, Doug, just tell us you want in, and your name will be in the drawing for that fan card of Bobby Allison, autographed yesterday by Bobby himself in Spartanburg, North Carolina.
And Amanda, we got your name on the list already. You are number 5.
Yep. There you go. Becky wants in. Wait, no, Doug tell me he wants in. Well, right now, David Anderson is at the top of the leaderboard. That is not really that big of a surprise for him. He's a really, really super good racer. And we'll see. Hot Wife wants in. She was in that drawing last night. Gary Whitmer. Gary Whitmer wants in there, but I think, isn't Gary in the race? Yeah, Gary's in the race. Just, Gary, we can't put drivers in. Sorry. Yeah, Denny, you're in already. Okay, let's run down through the results here of the grid. Excuse me. Let's see. All right, David Anderson brings home the pole there with a 48.556. Excuse me. Wow, got all choked up there. Jesse Unruh in second. Pondo Co will start third. J.D. Crow fourth. Daniel Holloway starts fifth. Donald Stewart had the pole there for just a brief minute, and he will start sixth place. Russell McCarron seventh. Brandon Herndon eighth. Sean Wilder ninth. And Len McNeese rounds out the top 10. Wayne?
In 11th place, Peter Bally. 12th, Chris Akers. 13th is John Johnson. Mark Mann in 14th. 15th, Matthew Grobelny. 16th is Jordan Wright. 17th is Les Levy. 18th, Daniel Harrington. And 19th, Tim Williams.
And 20th?
And 20th, the champ.
Yep, that's Chris Whitaker. All right, 21st, Roy Grande. He'll start 21st. Gary Whitmer, 22nd. David Gainforth, 23rd. Donald Bennett, 24th. Todd Poston will start 25th, not taking the qualifying time. Russell Hancock, 26th. And J.R. Johnson, starting shotgun on the field, 27th.
Well, here we go. Just throw them all up in the air, and whoever falls on the finish line wins.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. That's a good analogy right there. Oh, Gary Whitmer Jr. is in the race. but Gary Whitmer Sr. is not. So Gary Whitmer Sr. could he's in the drawing then. My bad, sorry. Mrs. Kudaman wants in the drawing. Well, tell Mrs. Kudaman to type something in chat. We'll put her name down. All right, David Anderson, Jesse Unruh on the front row here, getting ready to go green. Going to be doing 80 laps here tonight, folks. No stages, just straight flat out racing. I look for pit stops to start happening around lap 15 or 16, as they're only running 50% fuel here tonight.
Daytona's a lot narrower than Talladega. At night here, you got to really be sharp, and there's a few shadows around the track, and the darker cars are really hard to see if they're coming up behind you. So
yes, sir.
It's a little more challenging, and you know, we talked about pushing with this new aero package. You know, push a lap and a half or two, and you'll be overheating. So you have to be careful.
Well, here we go. On the live pedal, David Anderson. They get up to full speed here. It takes them a little bit. Unruh falling back a little bit, but he's got good company there. J.D. Crow right behind him, and Donald Stewart. Yes, sir. Good company right there. Hondo Co. tucks up underneath David Anderson. And look at this. Jesse Unruh just got a huge push from J.D. Crow and takes over the lead.
Boy, his spotter said clear, and he didn't waste any time going to the bottom.
Absolutely not. And he's going to lead the first lap of the race and get that valuable bonus point. Oh, man, awesome job. Jesse was in that race last night, and he ran absolutely amazing. And J.D. Crow, those guys, I'm telling you what, these are some of the best super speedway racers you'll find anywhere. I'm telling you. These guys are amazing. Brandon Herndon on the outside, trying to get up there with his teammate, J.D. Crow.
That outside line early in the race is organized. They've got a lot of energy up there. You know, J.D. and Jesse are nose to nose as they go through the corner. The bottom row is a little bit quicker.
Yep. But here comes the outside. Let's see what happens here at the line. Jesse Unruh with the lead. And boy, I'll tell you what, that was close, but Jesse got it. Holy
Four
smokes.
1,000ths of a second. That's how close that was. You can't see that.
No. That's like, well, the human hair is what, three 1,000ths thick. So that, you can imagine, that's, you know, well, that's different, but.
It's pretty close.
Yeah. It was probably by about the length of the splitter on the bottom. All right, here comes J.D. Crow on the outside. Good push here from Donald Stewart. I don't know. He's still trying to lead a lap. Boy, he is pushing for all he can. And Donald Stewart goes to the outside a little bit, getting a little air in that radiator, but he's not going to beat Jesse Unruh to the line.
Jesse got him third one in a row there.
David Anderson saying, man, what did I do wrong here? Man, oh man, I just didn't get the push out of Pondo Co that I needed. Those two are teammates, and he needed that push really bad. Pondo tucked up underneath the backside here of David Anderson now. Brandon Herndon running in 6th place at the moment. Come around to complete another lap here. Take the lap number 5. Boy, big wiggles coming out of turn 4. Did you see that?
Yeah, they.
Ooh, man.
Dirty air.
Yep. That's it, dirty air. We talk about that a lot. People don't understand what that dirty air is, man. I'm telling you what, it's atrocious out there in these Gen 6 cars.
Another thing about Daytona that's different from Talladega is the transition from the track to the apron here is drastic.
Yep.
If you get your left tires on that yellow line, of course, there's a double yellow with a break in the middle. If you get below that break, the track starts to flatten out there, and you can de-wedge the car, and it's Katie bar the door if that happens.
Yes, sir. And Jesse Unruh again leads another lap. He's led all the laps so far, and there he goes, racking up another one. That's lap number 5 he's led as they take lap number 6.
Still 2 by 2 all the way back through 18th, 20th place. There's not a lot of changes going on in the back of the pack as far as position. Everybody right now is riding. They know this is a long race.
Yes,
Just
sir.
don't have to use a quick set or a quick fix and be there at the end. That's what you have to do.
Russell McCarron with a little bump in the back of Pondo Co right there. Just a little bump to kind of let him know he was there. You don't want to lose that momentum. Once you get that momentum built up, you don't want to lose that. And sometimes you make a tap into the back of somebody, you've already lifted off the gas, but that car's got much momentum, that you'd actually get into the back of them, even though you're off the gas. It's pretty amazing. How about Holloway coming up to 9th, or going back to 9th, let me put it that way. I think he might be playing it a little safe right now.
Yeah, started 5th, dropped back to 9th, and Lynn McNeese started 10th, and he's up to 7th.
Well, Daniel might have drifted back there to pick up his teammate Chris Akers. I'm not sure. Len McNeese. Oh, Len McNeese takes it high, and they're going to take advantage of that situation. Holloway gets by. Interesting. Jesse Unruh still leading. JD just cannot get that run on the outside there to clear him. Down the backstretch, a little side draft going on. Donald Stewart and David Anderson almost make contact. You try to get down there. Go ahead.
44 looks like David's trying to tuck out and get a little air. He may be getting hot.
Yeah, he may be.
Jesse. He's pushing him pretty hard for these first 8 laps here.
Donald Stewart's doing the same thing every now and then. He kind of ducks out there away from J.D. Crow, gets a little air in that radiator. You got to be awful careful doing that, because if you happen to get that run and get into the right rear corner of the car ahead of you, you're going to hook them and send them around. And boy, you don't want to see that happen right now, because you want to see a big one. That's a good way to see a big one.
There's a little advantage in running that outside line because you've got more air around the car. When you're on the bottom and the outside row pinches you down, that takes the air off of everybody from 2nd, 3rd, 4th. All the cars lined up there getting very little air into the radiator at all.
Yes, sir. Well, Gary Whitmer back here, 20th place, only picking up a couple positions since the start of the race. Donald Bennett right behind him. Now, Chris Whitaker kind of off the pace a little bit. This may be by design. Him and Roy Grande working back here. And Russell Hancock, I'm showing him, he is blinking really bad. They may have told him, look, dude, you got to get out of there, man. You're blinking too hard. I can't even get on him because he's blinking so bad. And Todd Poston did not even start the race. So you were talking about his ping there earlier. He must have had some issues or something and could not even make the race.
Yeah, right now Russell Hancock's ping is 12:58.
Ow!
That's danger zone.
Yeah, that is. Jesse Unruh leads another lap. He keeps racking them up. That's 10. And we're probably about, 4 or 5 laps away from the first pit stops. Right along in there, about 4 to 5.
And for those of you who say, what in the world is ping? Well, the optimal ping for iRacing is around 66. As long as it stays under about 125, 130, you've got a good connection. But when it gets 200, 300, 400, over 600 or 700, it turns red. And it's the rate that your computer's talking to the host. And when that ping rate gets so high, you get poor quality. The cars start blinking, warping all over the racetrack, and it can be a detriment to the guys out there running around them.
All right, well, we got a couple more there. Wayne, I don't know if you're paying attention to chat there, but Gary Whitmer Sr., Doug Johnson wants in, and Mrs. Kudaman, he wants in. Todd posting his RC. What's RC? Oh, race control. My bad. Okay. Todd posting his race control tonight. That's right. You know, he did tell me that. What was I thinking? Well, Russell McCarron, I was watching him just a minute ago, had a scary moment there. He caught the edge of that yellow line. He seems to be doing that a lot. I'm not sure. Obviously, I don't think he's doing it on purpose. I think he's just, that car may be just in dirty air and it's kind of pushing him down there a little bit. And, you know, in defense of that, sometimes, you know, and I'm sure you've seen this too, Wayne, when you're following somebody and they kind of weave, you try to follow them a little bit. And how many times have you followed somebody right into the wall?
Right, and the spoiler on these things is so big. When you're right up behind them, pushing them, and you're the second or third car, you can't see the yellow line. Yeah. So if they go below it and you're pushing them and follow them, you may go way below it and you know, mess up and cause a big wreck. So if you lay back just a little bit, look over that left fender of their car and keep that visual on that yellow line, that helps.
Well, J.D. Crowe just led his first lap of the race. He's happy now. He's going to drop it down to the bottom, following behind Jesse Unruh, Dave Anderson, and now J.D. Crowe. Those three are teammates. And also Pondo Co., those guys, and Brandon Herndon. So we've got 5 teammates working together there, and they are the 501 team, I believe. Yeah, the 501 team.
And may get a new leader on the outside here.
Yeah, Donald Stewart. And we got a breakaway. Here they come. Jesse Unruh.
Oh, boy. Lap 14, earlier than we thought.
Well, they like to do that. I'll say that. They like to do that. They like to come down just a little early than the rest of the field, because if you wait one more lap, the rest of the field's going to be coming in. I'm sure they've got it all mapped out. So that put Donald Stewart in the lead. He leads his first lap of the race.
I'm looking at pit road. Jesse went too far. He had to back up, Rudy. That's going to cost him a couple of tenths.
It looks like everybody's
44's first off pit road.
Yep,
then
2 tire change.
JD, yeah, 2 tires.
All right, very good. All right, the leaders, they're all coming to pit road now. Donald Stewart, Daniel Holloway, Chris Akers, Len McNeese, Mark Mann, all the rest of this field is coming in here for their first round of pit stops.
The speed getting on pit road and getting off pit road is crucial, because you've got to come out right behind that group that's already pitted.
Yep.
Remember the other night we had a race and the pack came out in the front and they went 3 wide and blocked the whole racetrack.
Yeah, and that wasn't even, they didn't even do that on purpose, remember? We thought they were doing that on purpose, and they weren't. It was kind of, nobody announced it, but then I found out later that they apparently did announce it. So I don't know. I'm not into that part. I'm not into the league politics. Well, these guys are off of pit road, but that group that pitted first, led by Dave Anderson, they're coming around with a full head of steam here. A big pack of cars. And they're passing up a lot of them guys that just come off the pit road. Holy smokes, I mean to tell you, they are passing a bunch of them. But you know, they're still not going to, I don't think, they're not going to get to Daniel Holloway and Donald Stewart and them guys. They're still about 3.8 seconds behind.
Yeah, that second pack, they'll be able to catch up, draft up to them once they get organized.
Yeah. All right, well, Daniel Holloway leads another lap. Donald Stewart, Chris Akers, and Mark Mann, the 4 of them working together. Peter Bailey, almost, boy, I'll tell you, he needs a little bit of help to catch up to them 4. And if he could get there, 5 of them guys, man, they will just motor along. 5 is a lot faster than 4. All right, let's see, who else we got? Anybody else? Todd I don't know. Let's see. Ben Peterson. Ben is not in the race. Anybody else won in this drawing? Let us know. Just type in chat you won in the drawing, and we'll put you in the drawing. Peter Bailey's starting to close that gap on Mark Mann. He's in the draft. He's got him. But look at this group coming up behind him here, 4 seconds back, led by Russell McCarron. That's a big pack of cars, and they're going to close that gap quick here.
The top four with Daniel Holloway, Donald Stewart, Chris Akers, and Mark Mann, they are well organized right there. They're a tenth ahead of the fifth place car.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just so tight. They're staying in a straight line. They've got it going on.
Yep,
78's ducking out to get some air.
Yeah, Peter Bailey, he's closed that gap now. So that puts 5 of them working together. 5 of them are going to be a little faster now. It's amazing how that works, but you know, the way that aerodynamic works on that car. It's a puzzle, believe me.
Well, it's like riding a wakeboard behind a ski boat.
Yep.
You get right on the fold of that water and the fold of the air. If you get to the right a little bit, it'll suck you up so fast you'll almost bend the bumper of the guy in front of you.
Yep.
If you stay right behind him, you can almost ease out of the gas and just get pulled along in the draft. Now, 78 went up to get some air, and he's probably going to duck back down there.
Yeah, I think he got
12,
hot.
21.
Yeah, he got hot. That put Chris Akers now in second. George Martinez. The drawing is for a autographed fan card or hero card for Bobby Allison. It was just autographed yesterday. Wayne met with him for lunch, and that's what we're giving away tonight. So if you want in the drawing for that, a freshly autographed fan card. Matter of fact, I actually put it on here so I could show you guys what it looked like. That's what it looks like right there, folks. That's what the drawing's for, and you can see Bobby Allison's autograph right on it. So that is what you're getting right there. So anybody that wants in that drawing for that fan card, just tell us you want in the drawing. Could be worth some money someday. You hang on to it. Yes, Ken, that's what we're drawing for, that Bobby Allison fan card. So if anybody wants in for that drawing, just let us know, and you got to be here at the end of the race for the drawing. So, well, them guys have closed. They've caught up a couple of tenths in this group back here in sixth. See, they're side by side. They're much faster side by side than they are in a single file, because they get that side draft, and they're picking off a tenth here and there. Holloway continuing to lead. We just got the 91 there. Sean Wilder is about to go a lap down. I don't know what the deal was, whether he did not stay in the draft with somebody, didn't come off a pit road with a teammate or whatever, but he will fall into the draft with these guys in the lead. And as he falls back, you know that's going to help them guys behind him, because they're going to be able to sniff that draft off of him. You know that, Wayne.
Yeah, he's currently running in 23rd position. Just would be the first car a lap down. And then we've got J.R. Johnson a lap down, and he must have had some trouble in the pits or something.
Yep. No, just let us know if you want in the drawing. Just say, I want in the drawing. We'll put your name in there. George, Ken was in the drawing last night for the T-shirt. Or you didn't win it, buddy. Maybe tonight you'll have better luck. If you want in the drawing, just let us know.
A couple of drivers have retired. Roy Grande had computer problems. He has left us for the moment, and Russell Hancock has disconnected.
Now these guys are starting to kind of get unorganized up here a little bit. Chris Akers just fell to the back. And that's put these guys almost on top of them. Look at this here, 1.7 seconds. And they're catching the draft up with Sean Wilder just ahead of them. And that's going to put them right up on top of these guys. And we're going to be back to having a huge pack of cars here coming down to the next round of pit stops.
Russell McCarron's going to have to be careful. He's running in 6th there by himself. If that big pack catches him and gobbles him up, he'll go to 10th or 12th or further back if he's not careful.
Ooh, Russell McCarron. Is that what you said? He's right ahead of David Anderson. David's
Yeah,
been
well,
pushing.
they got in behind him, but he was there by himself, and they caught him pretty quick.
Okay. Well, these guys, they know they're coming, so 1.2 seconds. And Mark Mann, he's going to fall to the back. These guys keep doing this. It's what I like to call swap draft. You know, when the guy in second gets hot from pushing, because he's the one that's actually controlling the speed, the guy in second, depending on how much he's pushing. The guys behind him are just sucking along there in the draft.
Right now, the leader's running 196 miles an hour down the backstretch.
Yep. I guess, George, Ken, you guys don't want in the drawing? You haven't said you want in the drawing, so I'm assuming you don't want in the drawing. And boy, they've caught him. Here they come. Russell McCarron now taking the high side. David Anderson pushing them.
Wow, and they're coming like gangbusters.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, they got that draft, and it's just motor on. Look at this.
There's Jesse 5th in the outside row.
Yep, Jesse Unruh catching up with these guys. Look at this, man. I'm telling you.
He just went to the bottom.
Oh, and it looks like Daniel might have went out just a little bit there. Oh, Russell McCarron to the lead. Whoa, man, it fits like a glove, don't it? Man, he slid that down in front. And he's gonna.
It looks like hope he leads this lap. Yep.
Oh, he
will.
will.
He's going to do it.
Yep, and he does. He grabs a bonus point.
That was the first lap he led tonight.
Okay, George said he doesn't want in the drawing because he said he's been drifting in and out. So, but anybody else wants in it there, let me know. Ken, Law XE, anybody wants in the drawing for that? I'll throw it up one more time here for y'all to see. That is what you're drawing for right there. A freshly signed, autographed copy of that fan card or hero card of Bobby Allison. That was signed yesterday right in Spartanburg, Tennessee for Wayne Finley.
South Carolina.
Oh, South Carolina. I'm sorry. What did I say? North Carolina? Okay. Sorry.
Is it Tennessee?
Oh, did I say Tennessee? Whoops. My bad.
As people in Spartanburg won't appreciate being moved to Tennessee, trust me.
No, probably not.
There's no Beacon in Tennessee, and there's no Peach Blossom Diner either.
No, but there's a lot of really nice racetracks.
Yes, there is.
Probably not as many as there is in North or South Carolina, but there's some pretty nice ones. Nashville's nice. The old Fairgrounds one, and I wish they would get that new one back open again. Boy, that would... I heard there was talk of it. Right now, Nissan's using it as a parking lot to park their cars.
Yeah, there you go. At least it's being used.
Yep, out of the Smyrna plant, where they make the Nissan Altimas and what's the other one? Altima and the other Nissan car there that's like the Altima. Yeah, they got it. It's loaded. The whole parking lot's loaded up with brand new cars.
Wow.
I don't know why they keep making them if nobody's buying them. That doesn't really make any sense. Glenn McNeese.
Well, they export a lot too.
Yeah, and here they come to pit road.
Stops. Here they come.
Yep.
Wow.
Russell McCarron bringing a bunch of them in. Dave Anderson, J.D. Crow, Jesse Unruh, Pondo Co., John Johnson, Jordan Wright, Tim Williams. They all come into pit road. Looks like Matthew Grabellini and Gary Whitmer also joining these guys. Oh, no, they're just coming off of pit road. Okay. Yep, them two.
Oh, somebody got turned in their pit box there. Was that Jesse? Yes, Jesse got spun going into his pit box.
Oh, no.
The Rockstar car has had it go wrong.
Oh, man. I'm sure he's not too awful happy right about now.
Well, he was too far up, backed up. He was too close to the wall. He had to pull forward. Oh, this is going to ruin. He's going to go a lap down.
Well, here comes the other guys coming in, so maybe he'll be able to exit pit road with these guys. Dang.
Oh, that's just got to. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, it does. Well, he's off pit road now. Him and JD Crow looks like come out together. But these guys all coming in. This is the second group of pit stops here.
Yeah, Jesse. Oh, that's.
I know that's terrible. I feel bad.
Everybody's the pit boxes are pretty close, and you've got people leaving their pits, people trying to get in front of you, behind you.
Yeah.
And he just got hooked and turned around. He was facing pit wall there, and that's not good.
Well, these guys had an excellent pit stop here. Daniel Holloway, Donald Stewart, Brandon Herndon, Chris Akers, Dan Harrington. These guys had excellent pit stops, but I'll tell you what, these front two, Holloway and Stewart, wow, look out for them boys tonight. They're already up to full speed. Look out for these guys, man. This is awesome. That second group that actually pitted way back, they're 2.6 seconds behind them. And they're really busted up now. They're totally busted up. Pondo Co's trying to close that gap on these, and maybe we'll have a 5 or 6 car pack here. That'll make them a lot faster.
Yeah, well, got Daniel Holloway, Donald Stewart, Brandon Herndon is trying to catch him, and then the next car back is a second and a half behind the leaders is Chris Akers.
Well, very good. That's, it's kind of got these guys where they're actually looking pretty strong right now.
And got a car here going to go a lap down in the turn.
Those guys about 1.6 seconds behind Chris Akers. So they'll be joining Chris Akers here in a minute because he is pretty much out of the draft. He's dropping like a rock now. So he'll be able to join in with that second group. Well, we've been caution-free the whole way here, folks. Second round pit stops done and over with. I feel bad for Jesse Unruh. Boy, that was just horrible that he spun on pit road and had one heck of a time getting backed up in his pit stall. And that put him clear back in 18th place. Dang, I hate that for him. He was up there and led 12 laps earlier.
He got a little help on that spin.
Yeah, thank you, George. Yeah, the Maxima. Yeah, that's where they make them up there in Smyrna. They make the Ultima and the Maxima. Thank you. I could not remember that, and I worked right where we made the inner door parts over here in Manchester. We made the inner door parts for the Ultima and the Maxima, some of the Maxima parts. But all the inner door and panels and everything on the interior for all of the Ultima, the whole Ultima, we made every part for them.
I need one of those smart cars that'll drive itself and stay in the lane by itself.
People are dying in them things. Have you been reading up on them?
Yeah, they haven't quite got it perfected yet.
Yeah. People are falling asleep and they're taking their hands off the wheel. You're not supposed to do that.
It's supposed to be an aid, not an autopilot.
Right. Well, these guys are going to be closing the gap up real quick here because they are closing it as we speak. I mean, they're just chopping the tents off. They've got a pretty good organized pack of cars here of 5. And with that going on and only 3 up in the front, those guys are nowhere near as fast as those 5 guys are behind them. They are coming quick here, down to 1.2 seconds. So even though maybe they didn't have the same good pit stop that that other group had, they still come out of it all right, and they're making up ground here. So that could be a good thing when it comes down to the end of the race, Wayne.
Oh yeah, it's and your dance partner,
Yep.
Who's going to be with you there at the end? I mean, Jesse was running with his team members, and then he had a bad pit stop, so he's out of that group. Now, it may take another a pit stop or a caution for them to get back together.
Yep.
But
Here they
that can
come.
mess up your game plan. Yep, they ran them down in a hurry.
Sarah Donopoli. Now, I know I said it right that time. I was corrected on it last night. Donopoli. Do you want in the drawing, Sarah? Here goes McCarron and Holloway battling it out. Boy, I'm telling you, we got 4-on-4 up here right now, and McCarron leads that lap. The drawing is for that signed card. Give me a second here, and I will show you the signed card by Bobby Allison. That's what we're giving away here tonight. So if you want in the drawing there, Sarah, just say you want in, and we'll put your name in, but you got to be here at the end of the race. So when we announce the winner, to collect that. So, but if you want in that race, Sarah, let us know.
Yeah, just type in, I want in the drawing.
Yep, erasing or drawing. Yeah, drawing. I guess I'm so wrapped up in this race, man. This is turning into a really awesome race, I'm telling you. Les Levy joining in with these guys now. Look at this, man. This group just grew big time. Glenn McNeese and Les Levy. Peter
11
Bailey,
cars in that lead group.
Peter Bailey and Tim Williams, if they can get just a sniff of that draft, they'll be up there with them. They may be working on it here. They're starting to feel the draft a little bit. They're closing.
Yeah, with them too wide in front of them, there's a pretty big hole in the air, so they can hopefully get up there to them.
Well, they're 1.1 second right now. Actually, we just broke into 1 second, so they are gaining some. So we're going to see 13 cars in that lead lap here, and probably just a few more laps here.
Well, right now in the top 10, Chris Akers started 12th. He's up to 7th, and Jordan Wright started 16th. He's in 8th. And Daniel Harrington started 18th, and he's up to 9th. So, pretty good movers there.
Yep. Oh, Sarah said she's not sure if she'll be here at the end. Oh, we got a hook! Russell McCarron going around!
Oh, big
no.
one.
Oh, my gosh. That was a big one. Him and Dave Anderson get collected together. That brings out the first caution of the race. Let's go see what happened here. I'm not sure who it was that hooked him. Well, it had
44.
to be Dave Anderson.
44 turned to 23.
Yep. Watching it right now. Let's see here.
Yep, David turned Russell, and it just was on.
Okay, they're all right here in turn 1, turn 2. Looks like he gets a, oh yeah, man, there could have been a little net coating in that too.
Yeah, there was a little net code. You're correct. Yeah.
Let me go from a different angle here. We'll go right on top of Russell, and let's watch it from right behind here. Now David Anderson's right behind him, and they're teammates too. They're both from 501, and right here you see David Anderson kind of drops down to the bottom. He gets into that back left corner of Russell McCarron, and that sends him around. Boy, I'll tell you what, yeah, there was a little net coating in that. And that is
the
a
computer
shame.
anticipated collision before it happened.
That is a shame because, boy, these guys were, oh, man, and him and David Anderson, Pondo Co. into that. So 3 teammates together right there got collected into that. Well, good thing they have resets, Wayne. That's what they have them for, right?
That's right. Use that fast repair and come back out. And the only thing that if you can make it to pit road without towing, you can get out pretty quick. But tow here is almost 2 minutes at Daytona, so that can put you a lap down easily.
Here they come, and you know this is kind of good because this is going to change the whole race now. Because now all them guys that were like a half a lap behind the leaders and stuff, they're all going to be caught back up again. So we got a whole brand new race now.
Yep, and Daniel and 2178 are on pit road together.
Yep. Oh, Josh Medlock wants in the drawing. Josh Medlock. He's part of MaxSpeedTV. Isn't he eligible? He's not in the race. Is he eligible, Wayne?
Is he one of your broadcasters?
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay. Well, he was in it last night and didn't win. He was even in TeamSpeak with us and didn't win. Well, how many names you got in there? Maybe about 10?
That's up to 13.
Oh, okay. All right, well, I'm going to get our leader up here. I don't usually try to talk to the leader because, you know, well, if I can find him. Where's he at? Daniel Holloway. There he is. I usually don't talk to the leader, but we'll try to talk to him now. Daniel Holloway, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, how's the race going for you out there, man? You got 22 laps led here tonight in that new paint job. I think it's bringing you some good luck, don't you?
Yeah, Chris Akers, that's the Candy Shack team here. You know, it's looking pretty good up front. Great pit stops as far as my team-wise. And
Oh, yeah.
you know, you got to be on it. Little mistakes, it can cost you. Go big, go home type thing.
That's right. Yeah, I noticed that. Boy, you and Donald Stewart and who was that?
Stewart.
Yeah, Donald Stewart, but somebody else was behind you. The three of you, man, you guys did amazing. Just amazing. Well, now the whole race has changed now. This is going to be altogether different. This is like starting fresh now. So, any plans from here?
Still the same thing.
Same thing as you just did, huh? Cool.
Still to keep
Cool.
it up front, and let's get another green flag pits.
Yep. Yeah, you'll have to do probably at least 2 more pit stops here. But first caution of the race, man, coming out on lap 40. That's pretty good.
That's pretty darn good. Yeah,
Yep.
you know, props for everybody. We don't have a admin, you know, over the track right now. Todd's having issues, but
Oh,
so far so good. Everybody's been clean and everything, so
yeah. Well, I like the paint job. I really like it, man. I think Chris did an excellent job with that. I'm going to get back here to the back because that's where it's, hey, kiss this. I love it.
yep, we kind of made a joke in a way with that. It's funny.
Yep.
You know.
Well, he did a good job on it, man. That's an amazing paint job. So, all right, well, I'll let you go, Daniel. Good luck out there for the rest of the race.
Thank you. Let's break this streak. I want to get up in this podium.
Heck yeah, man. Good luck.
Take care, guys. Just want to say hi to everybody who's watching.
All right. Yeah, we got quite a few people in there watching. 28 right now.
Yeah, 28. That's a good crowd.
Yes,
Good.
sir.
I hope everybody's enjoying it too, but we ain't done yet, so there's a lot more to go.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, good luck.
Thanks,
All
guys.
right, if everybody watching will call one person and tell them to go on to YouTube to MaxSpeedTV,
That's
and
all
let's
right.
see if we can get 50 people watching by the end of the race.
Heck yeah, man. Well, now we got 4 crackheads that give us dislikes. People that don't have anything better to do than to go dislike videos, man. That's sad. They definitely need to go seek some professional help somewhere. That's pretty sad. That's all you got to do in life. All right, so we get ready to go back green here. We're going to have Daniel Holloway, David Anderson. That's cool that David actually was in that rack. And look at this. He come out in second place. How did he do that? Darren Harrington in third, Donald Stewart fourth, Chris Akers, Len McNeese, Peter Bailey, Pondo Coe, Brandon Herndon, and Jordan Wright. Rounds out the top 10 here as we get ready to go back green.
David was the one that had Russell sideways on the front of his car.
I know it. Yeah. And Russell's clear back in 19th now. Wow. How did David get in and off a pit road that quick? That's pretty amazing.
Skill.
Sarah wants in now. She said that she said she's going to try to hang in there, okay? So, all right.
You get to restart, and I'll write her name down.
And 4. Dinopoli. Sarah Dinopoli. I forget who it was that told me last night that's how you pronounce it. So they were in the TeamSpeak with me, and they said, say it just like Monopoly. That's okay. Works for me, Dinopoli. All right, here we go. Back to green, folks. All right, there it is. Green flag's out. Daniel Holloway, David Anderson on the loud pedal. And it looks like David Anderson just led his first lap of the race right there. Yes, he did. Bonus point.
Wow, somebody on the outside just backed up a bunch. It was about 5th place.
Yeah.
Something happened. I don't know if they missed a shift or what.
I think it was David Gainforth, or yeah, I think he backed right out of it. Gary Whitmer up to 12th, coming from 22nd, and good guy to be hooked up with right there, Les Levy. Les knows how to win. He's got a little damage on the nose of his car, but he's okay for pushing right now. Holloway back to the lead. Well, you know what I was thinking? I think we ought to do a little crank it up here.
Hey, that sounds good.
Usually that's a good way to bring out the the caution, but we'll see. All right, we're back, folks. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that as much as I do. I love that. Crank it up, man. David Anderson and Daniel Holloway still battling for this lead. Right behind, that is Daniel Harrington. Right behind David Anderson now. And Chris Akers on that high side. How about Len McNeese coming up through the field here? He's up to sixth place.
Yeah, started 10th, running 6th. Of course, Chris Akers started 12th and running 5th. And Daniel Harrington, 18th on the grid, is now in 4th place. Then number 82.
Anderson doing everything he can. He wants to get up in front of Daniel Holloway. He just can't seem to get the pusher from Daniel Harrington that he needs to clear Daniel Holloway right now. So he's just riding. That's what you're going to have to do for a little bit here. Just ride. We're probably about 9 laps away from pit stops. And now he is clear. Okay, he does come down. So Anderson takes over the lead. Very nice move right there. That leaves the upper side there to Dan Harrington. Dan coming from 18th place. Wants to lead a lap and get a bonus point. And he's got the best pusher in the business right there behind him, Chris Akers. That might be a good call for Harrington to lead a lap and get a bonus point. Let's see what they can do. Coming to the line, he does have the lead. Can he keep it? And yes, he does keep it. Wow, big push from Akers, and Harrington takes the lead.
500 to the second.
Awesome job. Awesome job, man. I'm telling you. Peter Bailey in 11th place. He was up there in the front 4 earlier, pushing like crazy.
Well, he's been consistent. He started 11th. He's running 11th. So he's taking care of his stuff for sure.
And we got the lap car there, Sean Wilder, trying to go high side here to make it 3 wide. Sean's no stranger to making it 3 wide, let me tell you. He is a lap down, but it's a good way for him to try to keep himself up there to get the lap back if a caution comes out. Sorry. I was looking because J.R. Johnson is 2 laps down, and he's in this pack too.
We're just past halfway. We still have 22 cars on the lead lap.
That's pretty amazing. Only 2 drivers out of the race. One of them having computer problems, and I don't know what happened to Russell Hancock there. I'm not sure exactly what happened to him, but that's a shame. Tim Williams, 15th place for Tim. And John Johnson, I noticed John's got just a little damage on the front of that car, but he could be saving them resets just in case he needs one for later. Jesse Unruh, all them big mistakes, that mistake he had on pit road, look at this here, he's still in the hunt. Back in the race.
Running in 17th. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
On the lead lap.
Yep. That's awesome. Good job.
And Russell McCarron's back there with him in 18th. They can team up and get to the front.
Well, folks, tell us you want in the drawing. We'll put you in the drawing for a card here. I'll show you what the card looks like that we're drawing for tonight. A freshly signed, just signed yesterday by Bobby Allison, a fan card there, a hero card. I guess I'll call it a hero card. And it's a copy of the actual painting that Sam Bass painted of 2 of Bobby Allison's cars. So it could be worth some money someday. Maybe, I don't know. You know, a lot of Bobby Allison fans still out there. And I'll tell you, Bobby looked pretty good in those pictures you took, Wayne. He looked pretty good. You said he was,
yes,
what, 81?
he did. Yeah, 81.
Yeah. Man. So that's what the drawing is for. If you want in the drawing, just let us know you want in. We'll put your name in the hat, and we'll be drawing that after we talk to the top 3 here tonight.
3 wide. The 91's on the outside.
Yeah.
The 21 moved up to the middle off the bottom.
Yeah, now both of those guys are lap down cars. Sean Wilder and J.R. Johnson. Sean wants back on the lead lap the old-fashioned way, don't he? If he can clear him, but he's going to fall in behind him right now. It looks like he may have to settle to fall in behind Chris Akers at the moment here. Stay in the draft.
Daniel may lead this lap. That 4, Chris Akers is giving him a shove. He dropped back a little bit there.
Yep, probably getting ready to cool that off, and he'll make a hard charge coming out of 4. There you go. Akers comes up on the back of Holloway, and Holloway does take over the point here. Is he going to get it? He does lead that lap. Man, he's going to come out of here with the most laps led tonight for sure.
6 1,000ths of a second.
Yep, that's amazing. Nate Ruther wants in. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, Nate, but Nate Ruther wants in on the drawing. You got to be present. You got to be here at the end of the race because if we draw your name, you'll have to give us your mailing address so Wayne can mail it to you.
I got a feeling something's about to happen.
Yeah, it's kind of looking a little fishy up here. Well, we're going to be coming up on pit stops probably in the next lap or 2. We should see some of these guys breaking off on this next lap.
Well, first 12 cars are 2 by 2, and then they're single file back through the rest of the field there. So you got to be on the bottom if you are coming to pit road. So
some of them guys might be preparing to come in here. These guys that are in the back. Brandon Herndon, Hondo Coe, those guys are teammates.
190.
Oh,
no! My goodness,
Akers got spun. And there's a caution. Chris Akers got spun. Oh, man, let's go back and take a look at this. I'm going to look at it from the car chase.
91 hit him. The 91 hit the 4 and spun him into the 44.
Oh, no. Yeah, these guys were they were right ready to come into pit road here, so
91 was a lap down, and they
Yep.
dropped down into that outside road. Yeah.
yeah, I'm on here with Chris. And I don't think anybody. Oh, he might have checked up a little bit.
It did. It looked like the car stumbled a little bit, or he was going to try to slow down and get to the bottom.
I think that's what he was doing. He was getting ready to come to pit road with Dave Anderson and all them guys. Yes, sir. And when he backed off, the 91 was right behind him and tagged him. Oh my gosh! You got to be kidding me, man. That's horrible. Well, could have been a little lack of communication there, but I don't know. We'll have to see. But they're all going to come to pit road now.
David Anderson has taken his car to the hauler.
Yep. Yeah, he took his car. Yep, he's out of here, and he left the team speak and everything. Wow. And I think he
David
still had
was
a reset.
running in 16th in the 44. Yeah.
I think he still had a reset. Man. Well.
David's coming down the pit road. There's somebody sitting on pit road waiting to be repaired. David stopped in his box with no problem.
All right. Pretty good there. Daniel Holloway's going to come out of pit road already. Looks like a 2-tire pit stop. And Peter Bailey out second. Wow, that's awesome. Nice pit stop. Well, I think it's time we talk to Peter Bailey. Peter Bailey, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing, bud?
Wow, excellent pit stop, Peter. This puts you right back into the hunt here now. You started 11th today. You've been having an excellent run here tonight. And I'll tell you what, man, this is awesome to see you guys run this good and only have a couple of cautions.
Yeah, it's been a fun race.
Well, now you're coming down to the end. Are you working with anybody, or are you kind of solo out here tonight?
I'm still solo. I'll work with anybody who's around me.
Okay, well, that's good. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. Just pick and choose who you want to work with, and I'll tell you, you're going to be in some pretty heavy-duty company up here, let me tell you.
Yeah, these guys are all really good. Some teams up here, but I think I've raced well enough where people will work with me and allow me to work,
Sure.
back and forth.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Well, it's good to see you up there, Peter. I wish you the best of luck out here for the rest of the race.
Hey, thanks, bud.
Yes, sir. All right, very good. Well, one more guy, let's see if we can talk to is, I wanted to talk to Jesse Unruh. Jesse, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Rudy. How you doing?
Holy smokes, Jesse, what a pit stop on that first pit stop where you slid through your pit stop, you got spun actually, and you couldn't get backed up in your pit stall. Can you tell us what happened there without kind of like getting all pointing fingers and you know what I mean?
Oh, of course, yeah. So I guess somebody was exiting their pit on the inside of me, and when I turned down into my pits, he clipped me, I guess, and kind of spun me around. And then when I tried straightening it out, it gets pretty slick, hot tires and trying to get your car straightened out, and it just struggled to get into my pit stall there.
Well, how many resets you got left? One reset left. Okay. Well, you're coming down to 20 to go here, and I think you got what, 3 green white checkers?
Two.
Or two. Okay. 2 green white checkers. So now you're still going to have to probably stop one more time for fuel. That's pretty much a given. I mean, you guys are going to be probably 3 or 4 laps short on fuel.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, I got that in mind.
Yeah. So now, if something happens, are you guys thinking about maybe doing a little early pit stop, maybe, or I don't know what you guys got planned, or don't you want to tell your secrets there?
Honestly, we haven't really discussed what we're going to do in this next go around, so we'll probably get on that when I get back in there.
Because you're going to want to make sure you got enough fuel just in case this thing goes the distance of 2 green white checkers.
Yeah, for sure. You got to make sure you give yourself enough for those
Yep. All right, buddy. Well, good luck out there, Jesse. It's good to see you back up into the top 10 now.
Yeah, appreciate it, Rudy. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. You too. All right, boy. I'll tell you what. Daniel Holloway is going to be the guy to beat here tonight, Wayne. You know that?
Yeah, he's been strong and running up front and got teammates around him. So yeah, he's a player.
Yep. And he's led 31 laps here, the most of anybody out here tonight. So that's pretty good. There was a couple other guys. Well, Jesse led 12. He led 12 laps. Who was one of the other ones? Russell McCarron led 4. He's back in it now. There were some more other ones here that led. Donald Stewart led 1. I know there were some other ones. Dan Harrington's led 6. We've had some other leaders, but nobody's even close to as many laps as Daniel Holloway right now.
No, it's been a pretty safe race. It's second caution and green flag pit stops and a few miscues, but hey, it's gonna be a good finish. This time they're coming to 20 to go when they get to the stripe.
Yeah, and because Sean Wilder was caught up into that wreck, he did not get his lap back. So, and Chris Akers is a lap down now too. Dang. All right, here we go. Back to green, folks. Boy, they're laying way back on this restart.
Try to get a run, I think.
Yeah, pace car's already in. And there's the green. We're underway. Well, I'll tell you what, Peter Bailey did not go on that start. He didn't get the memo, I think. He didn't get the memo that they were going green. Pondo Code trying to get him back up there, though. And here comes Les Levy. Les, 5th in points coming into tonight, Wayne. That's pretty good for Les.
Yes, it is.
Yes, sir.
And one of the guys up front, David Anderson, he was up near the top, and he's gone. So he's going to take a hit tonight.
Peter Bailey to the lead, and this will be his first lap led. If he makes it to the line instead of Pondo, it's going to be close, and he does get a bonus point.
Yes, sir. Well done, Peter.
Yep. Single man team out there doing that good. Look at that. Plays well with others.
Started 11th and went to 1st.
Yeah.
Well done, Peter.
Yes, sir. Good job. Now we got a little change of the guard up here right now. Les Levy, Pondo Co. up on the high side, and Dan Harrington.
Those lights are really beautiful off those paint jobs here at Daytona
Yeah,
tonight.
I know it. I know it. I love them. It's awesome. Holloway goes to the outside. Big push.
Whoa, Rick.
Uh-oh. But he saves it. Did he save it?
Oh, they're still wrecking behind him.
No caution. Oh, there's a caution. Oh, and Chris Whitaker was in it. Let's go see what happened here. I want to try to catch what happened. Chris Whitaker was in it. He was up here in the front running real well. Russell McCarron coming up behind him. Oh, there's a lot of weaving going on up here. Holy smokes. Oh, here we go. 3 wide up the middle. Matthew Grabelny coming up the middle, wide open. Look at this run he just got. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, and he's going to get into the back of Chris Whitaker. There it is right there. Bumper
Bumped
hook.
to 41 and turned him.
Oh, my gosh. And man, I'll tell you what, Chris Whitaker was on that trying to save it, but he's going to come down. I'll tell you what, he was just missed by a couple of guys there. Jesse Unruh barely edged out of that one. And the 49, I think it was, the 49, he took it way off of the track. Or 69. I don't know, whichever one it was. Wow, man. So that brings out the caution. Well, now we can pit.
That changes everything.
Yep, we can pit, and everybody can make it. Now, the thing of it is, they can make it. They can probably make it as far as the checkered flag, but if we go into overtime, Wayne, they might not have enough fuel.
Yeah, they'd definitely be short if we went to green, white, checker.
Yep.
If we ran more than 80 laps, and they're going to have to come in on with one to go and take a splash.
Yeah.
To make sure, especially if they're running up front.
All right, this is the third caution of the night. And Holloway's bringing them in. Got to keep that fuel tank filled.
I tell you what, with less than 20 to go, we're going to go ahead and do our drawing. We don't have any new viewers, so we're going to cut it off right here with
All right.
15 names.
Okay. All right, we're going to draw for the card here, folks. This is the drawing for the Bobby Allison autographed fan card, hero card, painted by Sam Bass. It's a copy of the Sam Bass painting, let me put it that way. It's not the actual painting from Sam Bass.
Alexa, excuse me.
All right, he's asking Alexa right now who the winner is, so hang on a minute, folks.
All right, we will announce it after the interviews, but I went ahead and picked a second one in case the first one leaves.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to announce it now. Okay.
We wanted to stay to watch the finish.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is true, yeah. All right, so Holloway going to come out on top. Let's get a word in a guy that I haven't talked to in a while, if I can find him in here. Yeah, here we go. Les Levy, you got a copy.
Rudy, how you doing, buddy? How's the
Well, you're fifth in points coming into tonight. You're running excellent. You're only 6 points behind the leader, Todd Poston, and he's not here tonight. So
yeah,
this could be a big one for you. This could put you right up into the point lead.
Yeah, 10-4 to that, Rudy. I slipped a couple spots last week, but it'd be nice to pick them back up. I got to build a little bit of points because I'm going to miss that race in 2 weeks. The team owner's sending me to watch some real racing.
Oh.
Yeah, but that'll be a fun weekend. But maybe I'll find a way to do a start and park from the stands.
Well, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, hey, heck yeah, man. Well, so how's it been going for you out there? I mean, you're part of the tonight's sponsor, the Checkered Flag Motorsports. So how's it going for the Checkered Flag group?
Yeah, 10-4. Well, shout out to David Overstreet's Checkered Flag Motorsports and all the cars he prepares for us. It was a little bit rough at the beginning there. Qualified terribly, but got caught up and running decently the back half of this race. And just hope we can finish strong here.
Very good, very good. Excellent interview there, my friend. And I guess we'll let you go. And good luck out there the rest of the race, man. It's going to be a good one, I think.
Yeah, 10-4, Rudy. Thank you for the coverage. Thanks for everything on Max.
Yep.
And if Wayne's still up there, hey to Wayne.
Yep, it's going to be exciting, so hang on.
Thank you, sir.
10-4, guys. Have a good night.
You too. I get him in the right room there. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, Les is going to be starting fourth on the second row on the outside. And he's going to have Pondo Co. in front of him. So that's two strong cars.
Yeah, and isn't that about where you want to be on this restart? About maybe starting fourth position on the outside?
Yeah, you can push more on the outside and stay cooler.
Yep.
You get, like we were talking about earlier, get pinched down on the bottom. If they're side drafting you close, that second car is going to overheat in a hurry. So
yep.
You got a lot more room on the outside.
Oh, look at this. Holloway coming in.
I remember I told you with one to go, if you might have to go in there and get a splash.
Oh, man,
That's
the
what he's
little
doing.
strategy. Yes, sir. Oh, my gosh.
Problem is, we got, 21 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah, but it's going to put him in the back. But, hey, that could be the winning call right there.
If I were going to do that, I'd take two right side tires and gas.
Well, check it out and see if he does. I think I'd do 4. Heck, I'd take all 4 tires. He's got time, you know? Wow, that could be the winning call. I don't know. Well, I think he did take 4. Yeah, he took all 4 tires.
Yeah, I believe he did. So
Yes. It could be the winning call. I'm just saying. Well, they put Pondo Co into the lead now. He leads his first lap of the race as we're getting ready to go back green. And now this changes it up a little bit now. Mark Mann going to be starting on the outside. And Peter Bailey working with him. Peter's already been up there and led a couple of laps, so he knows what it feels like out there in the clean air. That's the first time Pondo's been in the lead. He'd been up there trying to lead some laps, but hasn't been successful yet. Until now. All right, here we go. Back to green, folks. For the NSRA Sunday Select Series brought to you by the Checkered Flag Motorsports Pace Car. Heading to pit road. Pondo Co. ready to light them up here and green, green, green.
all right, boys, play nice.
Yeah, play nice. You got that right, Wayne. Just kind of makes you think, you know, what are the guys thinking right now? You take a guy that's maybe back in 10th place. Let's just take Tim Williams sitting back here, 10th place right now. This is the highest he's been today. He would love nothing more than to grab a win here today. If it gets a little ugly up front, you never know. You could see somebody back in that pack like that pull out a win. We've seen it before.
Well, a few of those guys, you know, may have used up their quick fixes. So
Sure.
if they're in another wreck, they're going to be out, and that could shuffle you right up to the lead in a heartbeat. But if we go green, white, checker, we're going to have some gas issues. 2 by 2 back for the 7 rows there.
Yeah, we know the guys have got enough fuel to make it to the checkered flag, but if we go into overtime, we're going to see a lot of guys coming to pit road. So it could actually, if we go to green, white, checkered, this whole race is going to change. And that's what these guys love about that green, white, checkered. That was the best thing they've ever put in iRacing. I'll tell you that, Wayne. Oh, Mark Mann drops it down in front. Les Levy gets on the apron there a little bit, but he saves it. And Mark Mann comes around. He's going to lead his second lap of the race with a big, strong push there from Peter Bailey. And now Brandon Herndon up there with Peter Bailey. But Brandon's
he's going to
go
make
the
it
outside.
3 widely, Peter. Oh, wrecking.
No!
They went 4 wide.
Oh, my gosh. If I can get to Russell McCarron, looks like, oh, man. Oh, this is going to tear him up. Well, this changes the whole race again, Wayne. I'm going to ride along here with,
if you don't like it. Yep.
with Russell
came
McCarron.
down into Jesse, and that took him out behind him.
Yep. It was like his car just like turned to the left there or something. I'm riding along with Russell right now. He kind of goes high right here. Oh, Jesse took a chance and went up through the middle, and I don't think Russell knew he was there. That's what I'm kind of thinking. I don't think Russell knew.
I don't think he realized it either, because your spotter says low. Well, he knew there was a car down there below him, but he didn't know it was 3 wide.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know, but that's racing for you when you're coming down to the end of the race here like that. Oh my gosh. And man, I'm telling you, this is going to tear him up. Les Levy up into the fence. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, that's just horrible for Les. A lot of guys got caught up into this. Holloway's caught up in it. Chris Whitaker or Michael Whitaker. J.D. Crow tore up. Donald Bennett. Russell McCarron. A lot of guys got off of the track there, it looks like. J.R. Johnson got a piece of it. Man, we got a lot of guys that are going to be tore up in this. Dang, I'm telling you. Well, back up here live. I'm sure we're going to see everybody come to pit road because they want to make sure they've got enough fuel in case this goes to overtime.
Well, they'll certainly make it now with this
Yep.
wreck this late.
Now, if you remember, Daniel Holloway did come to pit road and top off, but I think, yeah, he's going to have to come in and use a reset because he was caught up into that really, really bad.
Yep, he got some damage.
He's coming in, yep. Mark Mann's going to stay out. Pondo Co. These guys taking a chance on this thing not going into overtime. And, you know, they probably, with this caution here, they would probably have enough to at least one green, white checkered without having to come in. But the second one, I don't know. They might have to come in and top it. We'll see. Let's get a word in with Pondo if he's in here. There he is. See if we can get a word in with him real quick here. Pondo Co., you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you've managed to stay up in the front here. You've led a couple of laps. You got anything for these guys and to try to pull out the win here tonight?
And at this point, it seems like a game of attrition, Rudy. We've been running so really, consistent and wonderful, most of the race, and then now all of a sudden it's went gangbusters. So I got Brandon on the outside with me, so hopefully we'll be competitive with some of the other teammates that's running together up here.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. If Brandon can stick with you, that's good. That's a good teammate with you. And but I'll tell you what, getting by that guy up there in the front right now is going to be tough.
Yeah, apparently some people tell me he's the man.
I'm telling you, yeah, he is the man, Mark Man.
Hey, it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I can't wait to see if we get, because I see him watch a lot of, you guys do a lot of practice races and stuff, and I've seen you grab a lot of victories in those races, so you know how to get to victory lane.
Yeah, just trying to do it in the main events, my friend.
Yep.
Pondo, I didn't hear anybody say game on, though, but that's about what happened.
No crap, dude. Goodness. It must be NFL season or something out here in the NASCAR world. But, yeah, we're looking forward to it. Hopefully I'll talk to you real soon.
All right. Good luck out there, Pondo.
Thank you, Bo.
Yep. Good racer right there. Good racer.
Yes, he is. I tell you, it's, wow. It's just like the weather. If you don't like it, wait 5 minutes, it'll change. If you don't like the complexion of the race, wait 5 laps, it'll change.
All right, stick around, folks, for the drawing here. We'll be drawing for the autograph card, fan card here for Bobby Allison, just autographed yesterday in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Wayne took it down there and got a bunch of them signed, so thank you, Wayne. Appreciate that. But that's for the drawing tonight, folks. We'll be drawing it after we talk to the top 3 at the end of the race.
Tell you a quick story while we're in the yellow. Back when Bobby and Donnie were traveling together, they were down Georgia dirt track racing, and they had some bad luck, tore the cars up, and had like $5 in gas money left. They bought a bushel of peaches and ate peaches for 3 days. They went down to Lanier, Georgia, and ran a little dirt track race and won $90.
Wow.
And they had a few peaches left. And Donnie said, well, we eating peaches for supper. And Bobby said, nope, man, we're going to that truck stop and getting us a $1 T-bone steak.
Well, that must have been a long time ago. It was $1 for a T-bone.
That was back in the 60s.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I think you could get a T-bone steak, a baked potato, vegetable, and tea for $2. So.
That costs you $20 today in a restaurant, at least. 25 maybe.
Well, the bad news, Russell McCarron was given an EOL for that move down when he hit Jesse, so he's going to have to go to the back of the longest line. So
Sean, go ahead. Sorry.
That'll take him out of the mix right now with less than 10 laps, about 6 laps to go, or, well, 5 or 6 would they go green.
6 to go when they get the green, yep. Now, if they get down to inside that 4 to go, then and have a caution, then we'll be setting up for the first green, white checkered. We'll have 2 here tonight.
So, boys, play nice.
Yeah, play nice. Yeah, you no more said that earlier, and they had a caution. What the heck? Let's not jinx them now, Wayne. Let's not jinx them.
Nah. Hey, listen, they're racers. They want to win. It's getting close to the end.
Yeah.
And they turn their brains off and mash the
I know
loud
it.
pedal. You know.
Yep, that's about it. Yep. We know that as racers. You just turn the brains off. It's go time now. Well, I think now we're going to see some 3 wide. I mean, you see Jesse try to slip up through the middle there and take it 3 wide. And he's still in 10th place. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see him try it again.
Listen, Gary Whitmer started 22nd. He's going to restart here in 5th.
Yeah, no kidding. Gary Whitmer, 5th place on this restart. All right, here we go, folks. Back to green. Pace car heads to pit road. This could be the final restart. Green is out. We're back underway here at Daytona tonight for the NSRA Sunday Select Series, brought to you by Checkered Flag Motorsports.
And take the green with 6 laps remaining. Hot dog.
Yes, sir. And Pondo. Man, almost looked like he wanted to come down in front of Mark Mann there, but he wasn't clear enough. And look at this, Chris Akers up here with them. Man, we got some great pushers up here now. Look at this. Brandon Herndon on Pondo Co. That's them 2 our teammates. And Whitmer right into the mix of this. Holy smokes.
3 wide.
Yes, sir, as Donald Stewart goes to the high side, making it 3 wide, but no takers up there. Nobody wanting to go with him. What the heck? Oh, wait a minute. We got somebody. No, they decided not to. Chris Whitaker looked like he was going to go up there with Donald Stewart, but, man, I'm telling you, the way them guys are weaving around, Holloway up the middle, he's boxed in back here after leading the most laps and not going to be able to get the win here tonight. Whoa. He had to stop and get his car fixed on that last one. 5 laps to go here at Daytona, folks. Peter Bailey all over Mark Mann, sawing on that bumper. Be careful there, Peter. You don't want to saw too much. That's a good way to hook him. Oh, yep. My gosh, that makes me nervous. He is back and forth on that bumper, man. You don't want to be doing that too much. Hondo.
The guy in front, the pucker factor just went up immensely.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, these guys are sweating it right now. You can bet they're just white-knuckled. I'm telling you, there's some white knuckles going on right now. Oh, somebody just blew up.
He blew up.
Peter Bailey blew up his motor. Oh, and that wrecked everybody. Oh, no. Oh, no. No caution? No caution. But Peter Bailey.
There it is. It's out.
Peter Bailey blew up his motor. Let's go back and take a look at this, folks. Oh, my gosh. When he did that, man, everybody checked up on that. You'll see him come around here, and you'll see that big puff of smoke come out of Peter Bailey's car. And then it was on from there. Boy, everybody tried to dodge it, and right there it was. And actually, Gary Whitmer got into the back of him, and then Matthew Grabelny got into the back of Gary Whitmer. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Grabelny.
Oh, they got Jesse again. He was like a ping pong ball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's the way he is, man. I'm telling you, it seems like that guy cannot miss. He cannot miss a wreck. Yeah, Grabelny comes right across the track into Jesse Unruh. Oh, my gosh. Oh. Yep. So there was a few tore up cars. Grabelny sliding across the grass. Unbelievable, man. That was just unbelievable. A lot of cars got damage on that one. So we are in overtime, folks. Now let's see if anybody comes to pit road. They might still take that chance. Pondo Co. in the lead. We just talked to Pondo. We did not jinx him, Wayne. Did you notice that?
That is true.
Well, let's see if we can get a word in with somebody else here. What guy we haven't talked to tonight? Let's talk to Chris Akers. Chris, you got a copy? Chris Akers.
Oh, Rudy? Yes, I do, Rudy. Sorry.
Okay.
Wrong channel.
Yep. Well, you've got it ironed out pretty good here into 4th place. Can you get yourself or Brandon or somebody? Can you get by these guys and maybe pull out a win here?
I'm hoping to. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, we'll be able to finish the race under green tonight. If we do, I'll be laying right on this 131 pretty hard.
Yep. Well, this is the first green-white checker. We got another one to go through. So, how are you fixed on fuel?
I'm a little close, but I think I'll make both GWCs if we had to do them.
Yeah, I was wondering. I think with this caution here, that kind of put people right on the window of just barely making it. You know, it's going to be close. Yeah.
We got 2 guys in here that's worried about fuel right now, but I think we'll make it. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, I think Mark Mann, Brandon Herndon, and Pondo Co. Those guys are probably going to be on the edge of it. You're not too bad, and but you got guys behind you that are more than guaranteed to have enough for both green-white checkers. So, but,
yeah, that's what worries me.
Well, you got caught up in the one wreck there, so I'm going to say you probably used one reset, didn't you?
Yes, sir, I did, and then I accidentally screwed up in the pits and got the car a little out of whack and used my other one.
Oh.
But it's what happens. I'm still up here in 4th, and we got like 2 laps to go. It's a good night.
Well, you're 18th in points, so if you can finish inside this top 5, should be a good point night for you.
Shoot, I'm hoping to get the win so I can lock myself in for the chase.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. I have a good opportunity to.
All right, well, we'll let you go, Chris. Good luck out there for the rest of the race, man, because it's going to be exciting from here on out.
Thank you, Rudy. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Good luck. All right, man. All right, Wayne, so what's your thoughts right now?
Well, I don't know that I'd want to be leading.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to be Pondo Co. right now.
Because you got Chris Akers and Brandon on the outside.
Not.
And then behind them is Tim Williams. And I mean, look here. Mark Mann started 14th. He's in 3rd. Chris Akers started 12th. He's in 4th. Daniel Harrington started 18th. He's in 5th. And Tim Williams started 19th, and he's in 6th.
Yep.
So got some hungry guys coming from the back. And if they team up on the outside, it's not going to matter who's on the bottom, I don't think.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you one guy that's really hungry for a win. I'm going to drag him up here. Let's talk to him really quick here. Brandon Herndon, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Rudy.
Does hungry like the wolf mean anything right now?
We are way beyond that, buddy.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're sitting pretty good right now, Brandon, and you got the best pusher in the business right behind you, and he said he's going to try to get you up there, but you guys only got a couple of laps to get this sorted out. So, man, I'm telling you what. So what's the plan? You going to just try to stay in front of Chris, or you going to do any blocking?
Try to stay in front of everybody. That's the plan,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I wouldn't rather have anybody else behind me right now in this position. He's one of the best at it.
Yep, he is the best pusher, man. I'll tell you, just awesome. But I think you got a pretty good shot of Mike pulling out the win here tonight, Brandon. I hope I didn't jinx you. We're gonna knock on wood. I'm not superstitious.
Yeah. Let's don't talk about that yet.
Yeah, I think you got a pretty good shot at it here. But I'll tell you what, that guy right ahead of you there, Pondo. He is ready to bring home a win here tonight. So I don't know, man. This is gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah. Pondo's on his game. He's good.
Yep.
We wouldn't have him on the team if he wasn't.
That's right. All right. Well, you and Pondo and well, I guess it comes down to you two battling it out here. So good luck out there the rest of the race.
Yep. Thanks, Rudy. I'll try to put 2 on a podium here.
All right, brother. Oh. Doggone it, I wanted to thank him. Oh, Brandon, thank you for helping last night, too. I wanted to thank you for that. That was pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah, no problem at all. I had a blast doing it. I appreciate you letting me.
I had a few people telling me, man, that they thought you did excellent in the booth, so good job.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, good luck. All right, here we go. Back to green, Wayne.
Yep. Pace car lights are out, and it's going to be green-white checker.
And this could be the final. This could be the final start. Could be. Could be.
Just got to make it around and take the white.
Yep. All right, folks, here we go. They come out of turn 4. Get ready. Tighten them seatbelts down good and tight, because, man, we're going to see 3 wide here. I'm sure of it, Wayne. Not positive, but I'm sure we're going to see it. Here we go. Pace cars in. Pondo Co. In command of the start. He gets the green, and we're off and going here. Could be the final restart. Good jump start by everybody.
Pondo got a good jump, and the 4 gave the 131 a good push, so they're neck and neck going into turn 2 there.
All right, here we go. Tim Williams now comes up on the back of Chris Akers. Be careful. Boy, he almost hooked him. Holloway sitting back there, the guy that's led the most laps today. Is he going to come out on top? They got 2 laps to decide this. And right now, it is Brandon Herndon in front. Oh, we got a wreck, so we're going to go into double overtime. Holloway involved in that. Oh, my gosh. And I don't know if he got bumped or what. Let's go back and take a look at this. Holloway was involved in it. He comes up to the high
came
side.
Down and hooked the 32.
Okay. All right, yeah, he's on it right here.
It looked like a 21 was going to try to go 3 wide. The 99 went high, and there was a big hole there in the middle. He stuck his nose in there.
Oh, and he sure did, man. I don't know if he thought that he was going to try to escape injury there or what, but, man, it did not work out for Holloway. Oh, my. Yeah, well, we got quite a few tore-up cars now.
Can we play the theme song, Another One Bites the Dust?
All right, we go into double overtime, folks. Double overtime. This will be it right here. Now, they'll have 3 laps to decide it, and that will be it. Wow, man, I'm telling you. Well, there's a guy we ain't talked to yet that's been running pretty good here tonight, and that is Mark Mann. If we can find him real quick, we'll try to get a word in with Mark. There he is. I got him. Mark Mann, you got a copy?
Hey, Rudy, how are you?
Well, you've been running excellent today, but now you're restarting on the bottom here, and you're kind of boxed in. What's the plan here? You're going to try to come up in front of Akers and make a pass on the outside, or don't you really have a plan? You're just playing it by ear?
I'm just playing it by ear right
okay.
now.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess whoever's in front of me is going to get all I can give them.
Well, we've seen Peter Bailey try that, and he wound up blowing up his motor there and stacked up the field. So be careful. Watch those temperatures really close, Mark.
Well, I'll tell you, with 2 to go, I'm just going to send it or let her blow. But
boy.
Well, I think I can get away with at least a lap and a half running completely hot.
Okay.
At least from my experience. So,
yep.
And it's pretty cool tonight. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But hope for a good finish.
Yeah, Peter blew up pretty quick, pushing about 10 laps ago.
He did
only
too.
pushed for about a lap and a half, or even and he was ducking out and getting air, and then boom, it was gone.
Yeah, I saw that, and he was pushing me awesome too, and I was hoping he'd stay there, and I feel bad for him on that one.
Now the big question is fuel. Do you have enough to make it?
I do, but I just hope the people in front of me do as well.
Well, they're right on the same pit stop that you are, but with Pondo leading like that and Brandon, both of them out front, they're the guys that are breaking the air. It could push them pretty close to the edge of it right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Hopefully
saving,
it does go green.
If you're saving a little bit riding behind them, so you might just wind up pulling the win out here. We'll see.
Oh, I'd love to have a back-to-back win. That would be awesome.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. Right now, I'm just playing it by ear, not really having any dreams of that. So,
yep.
In my mind, a top 5 would be fantastic.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, well, good luck out there the rest of the race, Mark. Bring it home.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, sir.
All right, Rudy, I got it. You ready? Here we go.
What?
Alexa, resume.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? You had to play that.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
You know, there's guys on pit road with no more quick fixes. That's the one good thing about having Amazon and Alexa.
Yep.
Millions of songs at your fingertips.
Mm-hmm.
Great renditions of the national anthem and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, I said, all right, let's pop that in there.
Well, just don't forget we're pushing up to YouTube, and they'll nail us for copyright. You know, that's what you got to be careful playing that stuff on there. They'll nail you for copyright infringement.
I'll have my band do it next time.
Actually, I think if it's less, what is it, less than 30 seconds or less than 20 seconds or something, they don't get you. So you might have you probably come in under the wire.
Yeah,
there.
it was just a few seconds, but
yeah, it's just a clip, you know.
Yeah.
So.
And it was Amazon Prime, and I paid for it.
Yep.
So, and that's how I feel because another one bit the dust.
That's right. Well, we should get the one to go here at the line. Yes, the lights go out, so we're ready to go here. This will be it now, folks. If a caution comes out, the race will be over. 2 to go when they get to the line.
We only have 15 cars left on the lead lap.
And
so we lost 6 or 7 that last wreck.
Yeah. 3 to go. I'm sorry, 3 to go when they get the green here. Yeah,
take the green, then the white, then the checker.
And Les Levy still out of the race. Jesse Unruh's back out on the track. JD Crow's back out on the track, trying to pick up a couple more positions.
JD got an EOL. I'm not sure for what, but he was a bad boy, I guess.
Something. All right, so now we're back to this start. And boy, if it goes anything like the last start, that was pretty intense. These guys they're ready to put on a good finish here, I'm sure.
And got Mark Mann second on the outside there in that 4 car.
Yep. And he's on, no, that's...
No, 04 is Mark.
Chris Akers. Yeah, Mark
Chris
Mann's
Akers.
on the bottom in the 04, yep.
Got the 04 and the 4 side by side.
Well, look at John Johnson up here to 5th place after starting 13th. We haven't seen him up in the front pretty much most of the night. So
Donald Bennett from 24th to 6th. So.
Yeah, there you go. Wow. Good.
All right.
Here we go. Pace car's in. And this will be the final time we see that pace car on the track. Green, green, green.
Ooh, the 64 back there didn't go at all. He's backing up in the middle.
I shouldn't have said that'll be the final time we'll see that car on the track. It's the final time that he'll be restarting the race. Put it that way. Brandon Herndon. High side with Chris Akers. Chris said he is just going to push that car like no tomorrow. He said he figures he can probably go about a lap and a half without it blowing up, and he's going to push it until it does. Mark Mann said the same thing. So let's see what they do. Chris Akers dumps off Brandon Herndon and goes to the bottom. And there goes, oh my gosh, Mark Mann goes to the high side now.
I'm Mr. Lonely.
Yes, sir. Pondo still in the lead for the temporarily here. We don't know. Mark Mann's got a good run on the outside. And Donald Bennett, excellent run for Donald today. Let's hope that stays that way. But Pondo Cove and Mark Mann. Mark's got a good run here. Is it enough that he can drop it down in front? I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to stay up there. He does not want Brandon to get that run. Pondo comes back on the bottom.
Wow.
Is it going to be at the line? Oh my gosh. A big weave, and it's going to be Mark Mann. Mark Mann wins it, and Brandon Herndon second. Congratulations to him. Oh my gosh. Let's go back and watch this finish one more time here, folks. Unbelievable finish. Big push by Brandon Herndon, and it was enough to get them ahead of Pondo Co. This is awesome stuff right here, man. Awesome stuff. That Brandon actually come in second, and just from that push, as they come across the stripe here, Pondo gets a little loose, and he's going to lose that position to Brandon Herndon. Mark Mann comes across the line first and wins it here today.
And yeah, Brandon was second, and Pondo Co. in third,
Yeah.
1/10 back. Wow.
Wow, man, that's unbelievable right there at the line, folks. You can
And
see it at
look
the
where
line.
Pondo is. They're 4
Yep.
wide coming to the stripe.
I see that. Unbelievable finish for these guys. Holy smokes. All right, well, we'll get these guys up here. Hold on a minute, folks. And don't forget to stick around for a minute after the interviews for the drawing for the fan card there of Bobby Allison. All right, we caught up with tonight's winner, Mark Mann. Holy smokes, Mark, you pulled it out there. You stayed in front of Brandon the end of that. Tell me about that finish.
Yeah, 2 in a row. I'm super psyched. I saw that opening and I took it. I'd have much rather have been behind Brandon because I owe him, but I appreciate it. I want to, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be finishing here again in first. I'm very excited.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was one heck of a finish. You guys had to go into double overtime, though, to make that finish. And, the way things were working out, Pondo had a good run there at the end, and it was looking like he was going to pull out the win. But a little bobble at the end there. I don't know if somebody got into the back of him or what happened there, but he did not finish he finished on the podium, but he didn't win it. So, but congratulations to you, Mark. This has got to really set a precedence now for you, winning 2 in a row.
Oh gosh, I don't know. Maybe it puts a big target on my back. But,
that too.
Yeah, that too. I mean, I was content to push Pondo there, but
Yep.
I saw the opening, and I just maybe if I would have had a chance to win it, that was my only shot.
Yep, it was. Yeah, we were watching you, and when you went to the outside in front of Brandon, we knew that something was going to happen. Now, it was. Man, you guys worked at it really good.
Yeah, we've been working together great. He's an awesome pusher, and I actually wanted to clear the bottom there, and maybe he'd get a run on the top and take the win. I always kind of feel bad sometimes when I'm advancing positions because there's all these guys that are so much more deserving than I am to win these things.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
I always feel like that.
You all deserve a win out there. It's too bad you couldn't have more than one winners because you all deserve a win. We've seen a lot of good guys taken out of tonight's race, and
yeah.
it's a shame. Might have been a whole lot different race out there. If those guys wouldn't have got taken out. So, but all right, well, go ahead.
I just feel, I feel shocked to have won last week, and even more shocked to have won this week with this group of drivers. I mean, it's nearly impossible to beat these guys. These are the best super speedway drivers in iRacing, in my opinion. So, much respect.
Yeah. All right. Well, who you got to thank for the win here tonight, Mark?
Sure. Got to thank the good Lord for a great car tonight, and my team over at Checkered Flag Motorsports, NSRA, for everything they do. Especially Brandon, I want to thank you tonight for giving me another awesome a push to the win. Appreciate it. I owe you, and I owe Jared Johnson too. And I want to thank you at MaxSpeedTV, you and Wayne. And Thank you. Thanks for friends and family at home watching.
Very good. All right. Well, we'll see you next week, Mark. Oh, no, you guys are off next week. That's right.
We are off. Yep.
But Todd said that we might throw up some races. So, I get to race with you guys.
I won't be around next weekend, unfortunately. But yeah, I do enjoy running. I think I've ran twice with you, Rudy, and it's been fun every time.
Yep. All right. Well, you enjoy your weekend off and have a good time. Be safe. And congratulations tonight. And we'll see you back in 2 weeks.
Thanks, brother. Good night.
All right. You too. All right, Wayne, you got second?
Yeah, Brandon, great job there. Pushing your teammate to the win. Well done.
Some call it great job. I call it bridesmaids 2 weeks in a row.
Well, he said he owed you one. If you'd been in front and there was a gap behind you, I bet Mark would have come. I mean, he'd have come up and give you a push.
I don't doubt it at all for a minute. I don't know Mark that well, but he seems like he's a good guy. I mean, at that point, it's survival, and Akers saw a gap on the bottom. He took it to advance himself. I can't blame him for that at all, and that left me stranded. So if it hadn't have been for Mark pulling up line right there, I'd have been 8th, 9th, 10th, maybe further back.
Yeah, that's true. A couple of cars made a move and ended up losing lots of spots, but yeah, that was a great. It's the first half of the race was so calm, and man, we got to 20 to go, and everybody lost their mind.
Yeah, and I was just thankful we didn't have 3 attempts because we were only covered on fuel for 2. It was close.
Well, that was good. You did a great job tonight. It was exciting to watch, exciting from the booth, and I'm sure that our viewers were enjoyed the race as well. It was a great race.
I sure hope they did. And I want to give a shout out to one of our viewers that he watches every week. It's a lot of joy out of it. Dennis Wilder. Just want to give a shout out to him. Hope he enjoyed the race tonight, man, and good speedy recovery there, brother.
And he's in the drawing for the Bobby Allison fan card too tonight.
I sure hope, man. That's an awesome prize right there. I almost set out the race so I could get in the drawing.
It is pretty cool that Wayne actually got it physically signed yesterday from Bobby. They had lunch together yesterday, so that's pretty cool.
Hey, Wayne, who bought?
Listen, the manager at Applebee's on East Main in Spartanburg, the Hillcrest Applebee's, bought and Bobby's lunch and my lunch. And Ron Finke came with Bobby, and she bought his lunch as well. And Greg Moore bought everybody else's lunch. But we had a great time. Bobby ordered a cheeseburger with everything and fries.
Wow.
Didn't eat all of it. He told her the cheeseburger was too big.
Wow. And he's 81 years old, Brandon. Can you imagine? 81 years old, man. And
you're talking about 81 good years. Imagine the things that he has seen and done.
Yes.
He was on the radio from his cell phone in his car when I got there, and I didn't see him. I was looking for a big SUV or something. And so I went inside and looked out the window, and he's sitting out there in a Buick.
Wow.
So he was outside, but we sat at the table and talked and got to sit beside him and eat lunch. And he signed 20 or so books, probably 50 of the hero cards, had a bunch of die-cast cars. He left with one. I think he sold 8 or 9 of his die-cast cars, had 3 different ones, the Superbird, the Mercury, and then the Ford. But everybody was so happy. There was a family in there eating, and their son was just beside himself, and he brought a napkin over to get it signed. And Bobby said, well, let me go get my hero cards out of the car. So signed one and gave it to the little boy. If you're on Facebook, I put up all the pictures of everybody that had their picture made with him. And he actually signed the wall. There's a mural up there with Bobby in the 16 car with Greg Moore and Bud Moore in the Applebee's. And he signed the top of the car on the wall for the restaurant there. Cool. But it was so cool. But great talk. I could listen to his stories forever and ever and ever. But he just a great man. And I told him yesterday, every function at the NASCAR Hall of Fame, and I encourage everybody to go to Charlotte and visit it. but they have several functions a year. And anytime they say we want our inductees to come and meet our members, or it's a meet and greet, autograph session, Bobby is always there. So I thanked him yesterday. I said, look, not as I raced with him back in the 60s and 70s, but I said, as a member of the Hall of Fame, I want to thank you, because that means a lot to the members that pay a membership fee every year. But he shows up for every event, and it's great.
Yep. All right, well, who you got to thank there, Brandon, before we get out of here?
As always, thanking SRA. These guys put together a great group. Put it on every week, and the admins, man, we were kind of shorthanded tonight. Chris and Todd, they do an awesome job every week. Thank MaxSpeedTV with you and Wayne. Y'all do an awesome broadcast. And thank Team 501. Learn from everybody in the group every week we run, everywhere we run, and if it wasn't for them guys, I wouldn't be up here.
All right, Brandon. Well, good luck in 2 weeks. I hope to get the race with you next weekend.
I hope you do too, Rudy. I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yes, sir. All right. Okay, third place.
Big congratulations to Mark Mann, too, by the way. I just want to put that out there again, man. 2 in a row. That's tough to do in a group like this. Congrats,
yes, it
brother.
is.
Thanks, brother.
Pondo Co comes in third, but he is not here for interview. He left. I don't know. But anyhow, congratulations to him for grabbing a third place here tonight. So we will get down here real quick here and run through the final result. Well, first off, we're going to draw that name and tell who the winner is of that hero card, Wayne. So go ahead. Wayne? You got your mic muted or what?
Yes, it did. I'm sorry. Yeah, Miss Kudaman is the winner.
Oh, Miss.
If she's still here, if you'll type in your real names and your mailing address.
Yep.
We'll give you a few minutes to do that, but we need your real name and your mailing address. If you'll type that in, and if not, we'll announce the second name that was drawn.
Yep, Mrs. Kudaman, if you're there, you are the winner. You got to let us know if you're in there, though. And we need your real name and address. Well, we'll see if she answers here, but in the meantime, let's run down through the...
Yeah, there's 25 watching, so hopefully she's there.
All right, Mark Mann comes home with the win. Brandon Herndon finishing in second. Pondo Co. third. Daniel Holloway fourth. Donald Bennett fifth. Chris Akers sixth. Daniel Harrington seventh. John Johnson eighth. Gary Whitmer finishes ninth. David Gainforth rounds out the top 10. Jordan Wright in 11th. Donald Stewart 12th. Sean Wilder 13th. Russell McCarron 14th. Len McNeese 15th. Peter Bailey 16th. Les Levy in 17th. J.R. Johnson. Wait a minute here. What the heck am I doing here? J.R. Johnson. He finishes in 18th. Jesse Unruh 19th. J.D. Crow 20th. Chris Whitaker, the champ, last season's champ, he finishes 21st. Tim Williams 22nd. Matthew Grabelny 23rd. David Anderson 24th. Russell Hancock 25th. Roy Grande in 26th. And Todd Poston actually officiated tonight. I think he just, because he had internet problems, he wasn't been able to be in the race. So there you go. He's all right. Well, congratulations, Mrs. Kudaman. Yeah, you won it. That's awesome. Well, Wayne will get that mailed out to you. Got her address, part of her address.
We need a city and state and zip code.
Yeah, city, state, and zip code. She's probably typing that in now. There you go, Salina, Ohio. All right, well, congratulations, folks. Hey, man, thank you all for being in the drawing here tonight. Thank you all for sticking around for waiting for the drawing. Kind of a cool thing, Wayne, getting that to hand out to people. That is so cool. Thank you, Wayne. Appreciate that very much. I think the viewers really like that. So, congratulations, Mrs. Kudaman. Yes, sir. All right, folks. Well, thanks for watching tonight, and congratulations again to Mark Mann for NSRA Sunday Select Series, brought to you tonight by the Checkered Flag Motorsports Group and MaxSpeedTV. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay safe and have a good night.